You notice what I don't have when we're doing a French fry tasting? I don't have ketchup. I'm not a child. Ketchup is for children. And if your French fries are properly seasoned, you shouldn't need ketchup. You shouldn't need any dipping sauce at all.
Do you yell at your kids if they want ketchup? Well, I guess, sorry, no, they're kids. Do you yell at your wife if she wants please, Matt, please, just a little ketchup to help the chippies go down?
No, you will enjoy it as is. That's all fries are supposed to be.
If I went to a place and they gave me this...
Oh my God!
He's so relatable. I almost forget that he hates trans
I'll eat
kids.
the whole thing.
Yeah, that's right. Matt Walsh is a food review channel now. I guess it's just for the holidays. Takes a couple days off from making trans kids' lives scarier. You know, don't know if it's his idea. If he's like, well, I got an idea. Why don't we talk about how fries are making people gay or something? Yeah, fries are really fucking gay. And then if you eat fries, you're gay. And we'll say because it has the word French in it or something. Yeah, French fries are gay because French people. Yeah, we'll do that. Matt, not today. Today we are going to just review food. Yes, that's right, Matt. We're going to put 3 mysterious fries in front of you. You won't be able to discern between them. One from Shake Shack, one from Arby's, one from a third thing. I don't know yet. I only saw the thumbnail that said it was Arby's and Shake Shack. Crinkle cut fry reviews by Matt Walsh. So, yes, here we are. Oh, 4, 5.
You might not realize this about me, but if you watch the show enough, you do know that I'm something of a culinary expert and critic, especially when it comes to fast food and especially when it comes to French fries.
He is a well-known connoisseur of diapers. That's the only real information I have is that the man does love diapers. He's got a big fascination with diapers, actually, a career-long one. He used to judge adult diaper wrestling between Nazis as they would grease themselves up and then wrestle for Matt Walsh's amusement, and he would judge their abilities, skills, and Greco-Roman style. And then later in life, he loved diapers so much that he actually wanted a manufactured doll of himself infantilized as a baby with a beard in a diaper to sell to children. So he is certainly a diaper connoisseur.
Consider myself to be kind of an aficionado of French fries, and I have said on the show many times when it has come up that Arby's has the best French fries. Arby's has the best French fries, hands down, no question about it. The worst are McDonald's.
All 5 suck. They are crinkle cut, and there isn't any cheese curds. You must be Canadian or Quebecois, or one of the many people who enjoy the cheese curd on their fries in the form with some gravy, some poutine, if you will. Shake Shack does do cheesy fries, I will say. And if I am to speak on my own opinion of the fry, I think the crinkle cut is just not really a great fry. You know, what you gain in mouthfeel and texture, you lose in general taste and flavor. I would rather have a breaded fry, perhaps a Parmesan fry. Certainly a very good fry there. And for the more bougie amongst you, even sometimes a truffle Parmesan fry, if you want to go real fine and decadent with that.
And McDonald's French fries have actually gotten worse over time. It's not just...
Oh yeah, waffle fries are. I don't know if are they the GOAT, because the tater tot is pretty high up there. You know, it's like if I see a selection of fries before me and then I'm like, ooh, I get to choose. Tater tot versus, they got curly fries too. Curly fries, waffle fries, tater tots. That is a tough call. I mean, I think we're all winners in that. If you just got any one of the 3, right?
But it's the best fast food chain of all of them.
Have you lost your mind?
It also has the best French fries. And so today I've been challenged to rank French fries from a number of major fast food chains.
And as Darlene is trying to make this whole thing, being like, Matt Walsh isn't this horrifying monster who spends all day making trans kids' lives scarier. Look, he's just like you. He's going to review cold fries on the internet, and it'll be Darlene, and we'll have fun music, and this is a Christmas thing, and it's all great. It could also be because he doesn't want to talk about some new developments. I'm sure you've all heard of this, right? The history of left-handedness, the rate of left-handedness amongst Americans by year of birth. This is basically where we are at right now with people who are trans trans appearing in the general population, and people thinking that it has something to do with a trend, right? Like it's very scary. Have you seen that 20% of LGBTQ plus Gen Zers, 20% of all Gen Zers identify as LGBTQ plus. For some reason, this woke mind virus by these indoctrinated postmodern neo-Marxist institutions are teaching kids to be gay or to be trans or to be asexual, and they're powerless from all this hardcore messaging that makes them want to have more and more likes and shares on social media. And then myself, as well as many others and people who are far more intelligent than me, were like, actually, what you're seeing right now is perhaps more people feeling safe to self-identify because there's a safer climate to do so. It's not perfectly safe, not even in the West, absolutely not. Look at any red state and all the laws we're trying to pass, but it's more so that than there's some way of suddenly making people gay or trans or asexual. Like it's just not a thing that is capable of happening. But see, we used to do this with people who were left-handed. We would vilify them. We would call them sinister and being controlled by the devil and whatnot. And we would beat their hands and stuff to try and force them not to be left-handed. And then when we stopped doing that, you'll see that all of a sudden there was this explosion in the amount of people who were identifying as left-handed. That wasn't, again, because of some woke left-handed virus that was infecting the population. They just felt more safe to talk about it, right? And so you can say that, and then people are like, well, yes, but you don't have proof. The line keeps going up. What's happening? Well, we now have more science. I know you get to, at the dinner conversations over the holidays, bring up some science. So you got your, racist ass, transphobic uncle across from you, and he's like, well,
Arby's fries are superior because they hate the gays.
You can be like, oh, by the way, you know how I was telling you about that whole left-handed stuff? And you're like, that's not true. It turns out it is. New Swedish trans demographic study shows that the, quote, trans trend looks more like a logistical curve that is now leveling out. Observed prevalence of medical and or legal transition was at most 0.5% per birth cohort for transgender men and 0.2% for transgender women. So once again, now the line is evening out, as you would expect it to be if this was not in fact something that you can indoctrinate people with and be like, now you're trans because you drank a Bud Light and you can't resist the trans juice as it flows through your veins. Enjoy the transification that is happening to you right now. And more just that's how people are born. And, us cis folk, once again, kind of just making life really hard on people who aren't us, because that's what we do. We're kind of shitty in that way, and then the same way that straight people like to make gay people's lives shittier, even though they aren't having gay sex or want to have gay sex or really have anything to do with, the act of being gay. Unless you're Andrew Tate and you believe that, just the very act of having sex without reproduction is gay. Well, then we're all gay.
Without being told what chain has produced each individual fry, and I'll rank, and then I guess we'll see if I'm as good at judging French fries as I think. Our intern, I'm told, spent an hour and a half going around buying French fries from... Okay, so we'll start here.
What is the percentage of North American men that are gay under Tate's new rules? Well, I mean, even if you've masturbated once and then that semen was not used to infertilize a woman, you're gay. So I would say, the vast majority at this point are gay. Yeah, if you've jerked off just one time and then that semen wasn't used to reproduce, then you're gay by definition.
And we'll go down the list.
The only thing about this that I like is that Matt Walsh has to sit there eating disgustingly cold fries, one after the other, for the purposes of making relatable content. And that to me is a win. So I'll take that, I don't care of his opinions. I really don't care what a fucking fascist thinks as the superior fry. It's nonsense information, right? That's like asking me, what does Steven Crowder think is the best shade of purple? It doesn't matter to me. Like anything he says, whatever his answer would be, it does not have any bearing on reality whatsoever. So the same thing applies here. I have absolutely no care. But what is nice is that fast food as a genre, especially fast food fries, has a very small window of edibility. Like it comes out and then you've got, if it's McDonald's, like about 5 minutes to inhale that food, and it's going to be absolutely scrumptious in that little 5-minute window, right? And then you can forget all about them supporting the IDF for a little bit. But as that time reduces, and as soon as you pass through the threshold, all of a sudden it goes directly from food to cardboard, very quickly. And to film a segment like this, well, they would have had to prepare by getting all these different fries and then putting them all in order, and then they set everything up, and then they run through the script and what they're going to talk about and his reactions. And by the point that he's chewing, and as you can pretty much see in this perfect frozen frame here, this is not delicious. Again, this is just, doesn't matter who the brand is. There is no winner in cold French fries.
That's a solid French fry. Very solid. It's got enough firmness, which I like, but
he's giving woke ass Shake Shack high reviews. Does he not know? This is like a fucking New York elitist fucking woke institution. How dare you? They sometimes support the gays openly.
and it's got the soft center, which you need. Not undercooked. A little bit on the salty side. A little bit too much salt, but still pretty good. Now, see, these are undercooked. These are pretty offensive to me.
Good. Good. Eat that disgusting slop, you bigot. That's what I'm here for. That's the only purpose behind this content. It serves no other purpose. We're not learning anything. Again, there's no information to be fucking excavated from this.
These are not just undercooked, but there's no seasoning. This tastes like, it's like if you get a bag of frozen French fries and you pull out of your freezer and you just throw them in the oven and feed them to your kids because they don't know what's good and what's not.
Damn, they're using some AI art for this. You can tell, because what is this nightmare shit? How many fingers did this one kid have? I need to know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe a 7th hidden between.
Know what's good and what's not. Those are very bad. Those are terrible. Okay, so these are an abomination. This is truly disgraceful. How do you not even put salt?
Just bear in mind, by the way, that he did say prior to this that Arby's has the best fries, and now he's reported that Arby's fries is the most disgusting of the bunch. So
there's no, look at this. There's no salt on the French fries at all. So we've got like pretty good, a human rights violation. Let's see what's next. Also, we got another salt problem here. We've got a salt problem.
What the fuck is Zaxby's? I feel way too Canadian for this segment now. Zaxby's. Oh, it's a fried chicken place. The very first Zaxby's was opened in 1990 in Statesboro. Founder and CEO Zach McElroy built the concept around indescribably good chicken and the unviraled flavor of Zax sauce. He built the culture around a desire to enrich the lives of others. Today, there's more than 900 locations. Wow. Through our values in culture and service, we aim to enrich lives. Zaxby's, we believe in putting people first, personal accountability, transparency, innovation, diversity, and inclusion. Oh no, Matt, are you eating woke fries? Accountability, transparency, innovation, diversity. Our table is open to everyone. We love each other for who they are, knowing that our differences make us special and our voices powerful. Oh God, what have you done, Matt? The woke is inside you now.
And that there's none, somehow. A little bit undercooked. You know, I have this theory, and I can't prove it, but I think the quality of French fries nationwide, in really every context, has declined rapidly. This is an epidemic nobody's talking about, but even at like a sit-down restaurant, French fries just aren't what they used to be. I don't know why. I don't know what that is. I don't know if they're getting the potatoes from someplace different. I don't know how to explain it.
It's because by the time you're done yelling at the server and carrying out, all your food is cold and they've come all over it. That's the problem, Matt. That's why you experience this. It's not something regular people experience. It's not a phenomenon. It's not something the rest of the population has to worry about. But that's why. That's essentially why. At the end of the day, it's like, I don't understand. Why is it always so shit? That's why. That you know, it's very explainable.
But this is another. That's a poor showing. That's bad. That's not good. There's no salt. You can't. You got to season it. And if the French fries are properly, you notice something? You notice what I don't have when we're doing a French fry tasting? I don't have ketchup. I'm not a child. Ketchup is for children. And if your French fries are properly seasoned, you shouldn't need ketchup. You shouldn't need any dipping sauce at all. Okay, I got news for you. These two suck. I would still eat them all. I mean, don't get me wrong.
He's actually doing that skit that people made about Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro couldn't handle chicken because it was too intense. It's too spicy. Just you know, boiled chicken breast. That's Matt Walsh's day to day. Do you yell at your kids if they want ketchup? Well, I guess, sorry, no, they're kids. Do you yell at your wife if she wants please, Matt, please, just a little ketchup to help the chippies go down?
No, you will enjoy it as is, as all fries are supposed to be.
If I went to a place and they gave me this,
He's so relatable. I almost forget that he hates
I'll
trans
eat the whole
kids.
thing, but it's bad. There's a little more salt. Still not okay. Here we've got the salt, but the crispiness. Look at this. You see how that? You see that? How it's kind of like it's flat.
Okay, so like just so everyone knows, fries are pretty mid. I know. I'm gonna take some internet hate, but fries just as a genre, they're kind of mid. It's just like potato dropped in oil, and then so that's why human beings being creative, we like to make things a little bit more exciting, and then you can have all kinds of stuff. Think of it more of as a canvas. All right, the fry is the canvas, and then we can apply tons of stuff to it. It can be all kinds of seasoning, and I say get down on some of that spice. Throw some spice all over there. But then once we've done some spice or maybe some Cajun seasoning or something like that, you can also have dipping sauces. You can have a whole variety of dipping sauces. Have some fun with it. If you're just some weirdos sitting there all day, like,
Where's my potato? Okay, potatoes must be unadulterated. No additives, no sugars, no salts.
I hate to use that phrase for something I'm eating, but it is like it's wilted. You see that? That's not now. Like you see that.
so if you think this is a one-off, by the way, this wasn't the only food segment he did. He uploaded a couple. Let's skip to the end. White Castle. I didn't know White Castle was making an appearance. I gotta say, I was lied to. America, you lied to me. I saw those movies. I watched them. I was like, okay, so you get real high, and then the number one thing the body craves is White Castle. Those delicious little sliders. Then I go to New York, try White Castle for the first time, and I don't know if it's just a bad location, but they were fucking terrible. I was shocked. And I am a massive lover of fast food. This is not someone who's like a fast food hater, suddenly like getting down on some White Castle and then just not enjoying it because he's just like, he feels he's too cold. No. I love slop. I love swine. I'm like, of all the addictions I've had, probably my worst was fast food. So like, I'm a big fast food fan. And yeah, I don't know what was going on with White Castle. Just wasn't good, Maybe it's just the wrong location. People are saying you got to have it in Vegas. Oh no, the White Castle in Vegas was disgusting. Missouri is awesome. Okay, maybe I gotta try that. I even found the store-bought sliders better than they were in the White Castle restaurant. That's how bad it was, You need to find one that just opened because they just go downhill quick. Okay, all right, fair enough.
That you get nothing, and then these two are right around the 50%. Not quite a passing grade. This passes, and this,
So Shake Shack got the highest one. Shake Shack that is a New York institution. It's gotta be. I could be wrong though. It's gonna be like it was actually started in Idaho. And Idaho serves the world thanks to Shake Shack. Let's go to Shake Shack's homepage. Hold on. I really hope that it turns out that it's just like woke as fuck and he's been putting wokeness inside his body unbeknownst to him. Our values. We'll open up the our values page for sure. Frequently asked questions. All right, I got some questions to ask. Stand for something good. When Shake Shack started as a hot dog cart in New York City, Madison Square Park, yes, our mission was simple. Raise funds for a public art project? Hell yes. Hell yes. Oh, yes. Look at this. Look at this. Destroyed by his own tongue. Wokeness got the highest score of all. Unbelievable. You'll love to see it. As we grew into a global business, our mission for standing for something good expanded to include taking care of our team, sourcing premium ingredients from partners with the same dedication to quality, designing our shacks responsibly, supporting our communities through donation, events, and volunteering, and much more. Doing good is in our roots and a part of our DNA since day one. 20 years later, we're still continuing. We hold ourselves accountable. Industry-leading animal welfare practices, making our shacks beautiful community gathering spaces built with sustainable materials. Our goal is always to do the right thing. We have a 2002 Standing for Something Good summary. We enrich our neighborhoods. Every shack is a reflection of the community and part of, partnering with local artists and ingredient purveyors, hosting fundraisers with local nonprofit partners and school groups. If you have an idea or question with partnering with your neighborhood shack, drop a line. People first culture. At Shake Shack, our culture is the core of who we are and who we stand for. Our team members are at the forefront of the decisions, all while encouraging hope, optimism, affirmation. They even said the words affirmation and ongoing learning. Wow. 2,600 internal promotions, with 55 going to women and 77% going to people of color. Holy fuck, this shit is woke. 100% score on the Human Rights Campaign Corporation Equality Index. Earned our support from the LGBTQ plus community in the workplace, and you put it in your mouth? Gay. 100% recycled napkins. We purchased 100% recycled napkins from 90% post-consumer content. Holy shit. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Wokeness won, everybody. What a fitting disaster for fucking 2023 to end on for Matt Walsh. He put wokeness in his body, and the wokeness destroyed him from within, and he gave it the highest ranking, 85, beating out his fucking disgusting ass dreaded Arby's. I'm proud to say wokeness won. The woke mind virus, another big victory. And obviously, I'm hoping you can tell from the bit that obviously there's no such thing as like an ethical corporation of this size, because these are massive corporations that and they're just producing horrifyingly bad foodstuffs for us all to be addicted to, and that's basically what fast food is. There's no really great fast food corporation. There's better ones than others, but they're all but by their own definition, because apparently every single company that has affirmation policies and promotes women of color is a massive anti-white racism institution, or if they actually care about LGBTQ plus people and try to defend them and protect workers' rights for queers, then again this is a woke company and it must go broke. Well, the tongue does not lie, and it never will. I've said before that all the biggest bigots in the world suddenly when it's lunchtime are like, ooh, can I go get shawarma? And you're like, no, you can't. You can't spend all day vilifying entire groups of people and then love the delicious foodstuffs. You don't get both, all right? So the scores are, if you can't see it, Shake Shack got 85, just so everyone doesn't think I'm lying. I'm not. This is not for the bit. Look at this shit. Shake Shack 85, Arby's 72.5. This was his pick. Zaxby's 50, Cane's 50. White Castle got 0. Yeah. So how about that? I'm surprised they didn't throw, what's the gay hating one? Chick-fil-A. Surprised they didn't throw Chick-fil-A in there and then just give it to him fresh or something. Like have an actual like Chick-fil-A chef behind the scenes with like a little deep fryer and everything. It's like, okay, make him bite it right away. It's fresh, and then be like,
Well, this one obviously 100%.
It's a good B+. So that tells me I'm going to guess that number one, that's our Arby's.
So Arby's was number 2.
Well,
yeah, that's right. Yeah, suck it. 'Twas the woke that beat out the others. That delicious pro-LGBTQ plus fry. That's what you enjoyed, Matt. Your tongue does not lie.
I was pretty close then. That's not bad. This was my second best one.
He said Arby's was a human rights violation. It got 72.5%. Well, to be fair, he's a human rights violation, so he was probably just like, he's like, I feel seen.
These are an abomination, truly disgraceful. I called it an abomination, but I don't even believe this. This is not legitimate. This has been rigged. Like you told them to give me undercooked fries. How do I know that you didn't tell them, oh, I don't want.
None of this is cute. You goddamn fascist. But I do love that, once again, the woke mind virus has won. So it was the best French fry, and then after that he tried a vegan meal. So I guess this one isn't completely apolitical. This one he still gets to like take a dig at the vegans.
Probably not terrible. And then we've got the vegan fruitcake, so it kind of get progressively worse. Then we have the vegan eggnog, and then this year I don't know what. This I can't even look at this. This is vegan turkey, tofurkey. This is just horrifying. I don't know. Oh my. Okay.
Like fruitcake, just as a generality, I mean, it's kind of a meme at this point. No one's really a huge fruitcake fan. I don't know for whom they exist. Like maybe just for this moment right now that I'm able to speak of fruitcake, that's why fruitcake exists. But like no one really likes it. So I don't understand. Like how is the vegan version of fruitcake gonna be worse than fruitcake? It's just already fruitcake, It's a pointless foodstuffs. I love fruitcakes. What? Oh, on this we do not agree.
The smell coming from this is extremely upsetting to me. It smells a bit like going into a porta potty on a hot day, and it looks like it too. It looks a little bit like it, like what you might see when you go inside one. All right, we'll start with the mashed potatoes. These can't be that bad. I know famous last words, but it's just potatoes, right? So they're actually worse than you think. They're somehow bad. How are these bad? They're just potatoes.
Okay, sorry. If you want to make vegan mashed potatoes, you boil potatoes, and then you can put in some vegetable stock. Bam. Vegan mashed potatoes. Delicious. Like, you want to spice it up? You want to jazz things up a bit? I know this might be a little too spicy for the likes of Matt Walsh, but you can throw in some thyme, you throw in some Italian seasoning or whatever you want, but boom. Like, yeah. I'm a fucking picky little brat.
Man, I don't want to eat my vegetables.
Well, those are potatoes. I don't know if they really quantify vegetable. I'm trying to get you to eat broccoli. No, you're disgusting.
How did the vegans find a way to screw up potatoes? They're pretty bad, I guess because they have...
Just use some kind of cream replacement. Oh yeah, like there's a chain in Vancouver called Meat. I'm not sponsored by Meat. It's spelled MEET. Get it? And they do all vegan food, but it's vegan food for people who want to eat non-vegan food. So if you want to have like poutine, you can get vegan poutine. And I don't know how they nailed it, but holy shit, did they nail gravy? They have a cashew gravy. I say this as someone who's again had many addictions to fast food in my lives and found going vegetarian very, very hard for a long time. I certainly would say they knocked that fucking cashew gravy out of the park. It's so delicious. So delicious.
Vegan, they have like vegan butter in them, and that's what ruins it. You don't need the butter. We don't...
Oh damn! Thank you for the Christmas cheer from Meow Nian with the 279 Canadian. Don't care for turkey. Much prefer duck or goose. Duck is made I would say the best in Chinese cuisine. That's the best duck I've ever had personally. That's my favorite form of duck. I find duck too fatty though. Duck is a very fatty meat. It's how they stay warm because they're in cold environments. Not for long. The whole world's gonna be warm soon. Yeah, those ducks are gonna get real hot. But yeah, it's lots of fat.
Just take regular potatoes and mash them up. Put nothing else in them. They would at least be edible. This is not edible. Ugh. And I take personal offense to it as an Irish American myself. I take potatoes very seriously, and so that is that's a crime. All right, we move to the vegan fruitcake. Of course, I don't. Fruitcake in general is pretty bad. I don't think anyone even likes fruitcake. I'm not sure why.
Okay, I'm sorry, this is too boring. I can't even turn this into content. It's just like, hey, Matt, dude, we're gonna take a break from making trans kids' lives scarier today, and you're gonna eat vegan food that we make you, and then just pretend you're reviled by all of it, even if you like a part of it or something that's like interesting. Don't do that. Just go straight for like, this is disgusting. How did they fuck this up? I'm gonna be doing this the whole time. Oh, and then an ad. Oh yeah, you gotta throw in that ExpressVPN somewhere in there.
Pretty bad, and especially.
No, I have had vegan eggnog. It's totally fine. It's just, all eggnog is just syrupy fucking breast milk. That's just what it is. It's just syrupy, sweet, sugary breast milk. That's what, like, come on. What is the category?
Well, this fake syrupy, sweet breast milk doesn't give me quite the same pleasure that, the woman's breast milk sweetened with nutmeg and cinnamon does.
Especially in comparison to what eggnog is supposed to be.
I'll take. I'm not shitting on egg. I love eggnog. It's delicious ass breast milk. Hey, don't get me wrong. No, I'm not picking a fight with the eggnog folk. Okay, and not even because eggnog people take eggnog very seriously. I have a friend, one of my best friends. Okay, he is painfully addicted to eggnog to such a degree that other friends prank him come the time when eggnog is being sold in stores. Luckily, it's not seasonal, so he only has a once a month addiction. But they'll stock his fridge knowing he will have to drink it all and won't be able to help himself. And then you'll just see him show up to events where he's just like, and we're like, what's wrong? He's like, drink like 4 cups of eggnog. I was like, you drink 4 cups of eggnog? Well, yes, that's why your tummy doesn't feel good. It's not good for you. It's syrupy, sugary breast milk. Yeah, it is cruel.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's bad. It's a little closer to eggnog than I thought it would be. I'm slightly impressed. I would never drink that again, of course.
No, of course, yes, because vegan bad. Leftist tears. Yeah, fill it.
Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Can you please hit the like and subscribe button and maybe leave a comment? It really does help the videos out. But first, the people who produce everything you see before you and make this entire channel possible: Amazing Fletch, Anna Loves Riley, Ariane McCarthy, Cheryl Alvarez, Doug Caddy, Everything Important, Hagbard Celine, Multimondi, Omni, Peanut Butter Blondie, Political Puppy, Quiet 185, Rachel K, Riley and Anna, Roller Dragon, Ruby K, Cernicus, Spinach Monster, Stellar Vision, Sebastian Demel, Trevbot.exe, Words Greenwood, and Travis McClinton. And also, thank you to every other person who helps fund this show. Their names are on the screen right now. It would not be possible without every single one of them. We cannot thank you enough. And if you want to join the Patreon, please come to patreon.com/theserfs and help us exist.